I think the most important thing is the pucks off of that shot that you talked about. Is that's the key to everything, is if you can be first to that puck, because the puck coming to the net, you got to defend that. And so that's a shot block from whoever's going out in that lane. That's tying up sticks, owning the net front, keeping people off your goaltender. That's huge. So that initial shot doesn't hurt you. And then the next puck, to me, is everything. Is wherever that, we call it a spray, goes, whether it's the corner, whether it's in your slot, whether it's the strong side corner, whether it rims around, we need that puck. Because where the problems start to happen is when that one shot attempt becomes two, and then becomes three, and then becomes four, and then becomes five, and now you're tired. Now things open up. Now more mistakes happen, and that's where I think just their overall team stresses you to the point of like I've said earlier in the series, is where you crack, like similar to that shift we had in the third period, where now all of a sudden you're in the defensive zone for 2 minutes and they get a really grade A look. You would say, well, what happened for the first minute and a half? Nothing really. And then there's a massive breakdown, and they make a slot line pass to a guy wide open backside. We get a heck of a save there. So that's what we try to focus on, and trying to limit the amount. We're not going to stop the Carolina Hurricanes from getting in our defensive zone, but can we limit it to 1, 2, and then find our exit and get on their half?
Do you think you did, other than that shift, we're better at that? Obviously.
Better, absolutely. Yeah, better. And we know that it's going to be a significant challenge coming into this building. They do a good job here. They feed off their home crowd, so we're going to have to be ready for that.
You've mentioned you believe that the group has another level that they can get to. They agree with that. How do they get there?
Well, a lot of the stuff that we talk about of being able to find those exits, like I just talked about, being able to get in the offensive zone, stay there for longer, create a few more turnovers on the forecheck. If we can control, let's say I'm just going to use this as an example, 20 shifts in the game, can we control 12 of them? And they control 8 of them. So now all of a sudden we've had 12 productive shifts from all 4 of our lines, all 3 of our sets of D, and they controlled 8. Well, that's going to give us a good chance to win the hockey game. And so we just need to control play a little bit more, and I think we can do that. And obviously coming on the road, it becomes more challenging, but I think we have another level, and we're going to need it, especially coming on the road.
Post-game the other night, you mentioned that you thought that you guys limited them more, and you absolutely did. But you estimated, I think, the number being somewhere between 50 and 60. Were you shocked to see that it was, I think, 84?
Yeah, it was a little higher than it felt. So that's good, but I mean, the numbers don't tell it, but felt like we did a better job. And at the end of the day, we understand they're going to get into our defensive zone. There's going to be pucks coming to our net. We've got some things that we need to do a good job of when that does happen. And then we're just trying to, whatever it is, if it's 84, can we make it 70 tonight? Can we just not limit, but just take away a few of those opportunities to have offensive zone shifts for them?